Yeah, sure. So the second one is one that takes us into the realm of fantasy, and it's from the guys at Heresy Labs, which you may have known have done stuff in the past when it comes to sci-fi and the grimdark and things like that. But this is their move towards creating a bunch of NPCs and characters that you could use if you're going to be using miniatures in your grimdark fantasy worlds. So they've been doing a whole bunch of 28mm miniatures for a whole bunch of NPCs that you could use if you're going to be playing things like Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay, or just doing something that's sort of tied in with the old world in some way. So if you're going to be playing a lot of the likes of Mordheim, for example, or if you just like playing Warhammer Skirmish and using all your old Warhammer Fantasy stuff from Games Workshop, that you can bring these guys to the table and use them as a little bit of colour to all the things you're playing out on the tabletop. As well as the sort of miniatures that you can buy in 28mm, they're also doing larger 54mm scale products for those that want to go and pick these up for painting and just hobby purposes. And they're also offering not just the physical miniatures, but also STL files if you want to print these off at home on your own home 3D printer, as a lot of people are wanting to do nowadays. So yeah, some cool, really interesting characters in there that you could use if you're going to be diving into some Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay in order to do with the grimdark old world Warhammer. So,
guess those fish has arms.
Well, Fishman.
Right? It's Aquaman.
I do quite like Joanna. Just a little girl rocking around with a broken sword.
Let's see the rest of this dude below. Oh, he's going to catch him in a nap. Or in a nap?
Net. With the teeth.
Let's go now look at the stretch goals. I believe further on down we get an actual look out of what the minis look like in resin. Because like they've got a bit where... keep going. There's a bit where they actually show off.
Yeah, the Mr. Flaming Head.
Hold on. We're coming up to some more stuff. Yeah, so that's a render of the model. Keep going on down.
No, there is a resin there.
Yeah, but if you go down one, you can see it better.
Yeah. I mean, there's a version when they go from art to render to resin. Here we go.
There we go.
Concept, render, and actual resin model. That's
Very
pretty good.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and as I say, the guys at Heresy Labs have done a couple of campaigns already, and they've successfully delivered on them for a lot of sci-fi stuff. So these guys kind of know what they're doing when it comes to Kickstarter. Obviously, as with anything on Kickstarter, do your research and look into all the stuff they've done before, see whether or not you like the quality of their products on the web store and things. But as you can see, it's all looking pretty good. And if you do enjoy that kind of old worldy grimdark thing, then this is a pretty awesome campaign to get involved with, I think.
Can we go up and look at the spooky one again?
Yeah, we can look at the spooky one.
Spooky with a big nose and two stilts for legs. No
that's
face.
Spooky too.
This one is yeah, they are fully funded, by the way.
Yeah, because I'm looking at it going, well, you could pick up some fantasy.
Just realised Spooky is just two kids trying to get into the theatre.
Yeah.
There's one face. In fact, three. Face. There's not actually a monster in there. It's just kids.
That is spooky.
Stacked on top of each other.
We rock into the local tavern and try and buy a pint.
Yeah.
It's the perfect kind of thing to try and set up some cool scenarios for the likes of Mordheim and stuff. You have that kind of creature wandering around in the streets. You actually find out that it's just three kids in there.
What about the one on stilts then? Is that kids?
It's the one below. No, it must just be some creepy thing. Look at that.
Yeah, that's just some creepy thing.
It looks like what used to be ghouls for Warhammer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this sort of stuff would appeal to Malifaux players.
Yeah, probably.
Could also fit, especially some of the ones that have got a little bit more over the top. I think, yeah, definitely.
Hands.
Yeah.
That fish isn't right.
That's a handy fish.
That fish isn't right.
In some cases, though, I suppose you could also use them for 40k, because the 40k universe is
I know.
a bit all over the place, isn't it, as far as technology levels?
I've definitely. You could slot that mad cat throwing woman straight into the system. Just go, have you met my canoness?
Obey the Emperor or die! That'd be a bit weird. Chucking cats. He literally is chucking cats.
Chucking cats, yeah.
Yeah, but it's what stat line you give the cat.
She's taking crazy cat lady.
Clearly that cat is strength 5, AP -2, 2 damage.
Cool. Citizens of the World is funded.
Yeah,
it's got
Citizens of the Old World.
19 days left as of recording.
Yeah.
Something like that. 19 days left as of airing.
As of airing.
As of putting the stuff out.